question is this: how do young men like us, who didn't listen to society, who are on our own, how do we grow and improve ourselves so that we can live a better tomorrow? That is the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is James Radzinski, and welcome to the Ascend Momentum Show. Welcome back, everyone. So, hopefully today or tomorrow is the last day you will hear this poor audio quality, because I realized a couple weeks ago that this audio quality was terrible, and I said I was going to do something about it, but then I just didn't. Sorry about that. But yesterday or 2 days ago, my dad said he had a blue snowball, a very old blue snowball microphone that he used to record music videos with. So he said I could use it. So I spent like an hour yesterday, an hour today, trying to figure out how to get it to work on the computer, and I just came to the conclusion that it is not supported anymore on Windows devices. That's just what I came to the conclusion, because after many question threads that I've looked at, the end of one of the threads, someone just said that it's probably not supported anymore. So I'm just like, alright. So I gave up on that. It is what it is. And then I went online, looked up the best microphone for budgets, and bought it. But then I told my dad, and then he said that he actually had a different microphone. So I canceled my order. And then we went in the attic and found a very high quality microphone that he uses for music sometimes. He said I could use it, so I got it, and I realized that I have to get a XLR to USB adapter, which will allow me to connect it to my computer. And that's really it. So I ordered that XLR to USB adapter on Amazon. So it should come tomorrow, hopefully before I record. If not, I'll just record, and then the next episode will be a very good quality. And the reason why I'm like kind of rushing this right now, like trying to get a higher quality microphone right now, is because I suspect my channel will start to grow a lot more soon. Because I was looking at online yesterday, I was talking about how it's really easy to get into the top 1% of podcasts. All you have to do is upload 25 videos, and then you're in the top 1%. So today, my 20th episode launched. So tomorrow morning, my 21st episode will be out. And by the way, episode 21 is my best episode I've ever recorded. And then the second best is episode 14. So if you haven't listened to those, go check those out. Other than that means that today, I'm recording episode 21. And what am I talking about? Today I'm recording episode 25. So that means episode 26 or 27, I will have better quality sound. And I suspect that soon the podcast algorithm will be sending me to more and more people, and my channel will start to grow more and more soon. Because I haven't checked the statistics today, but a couple days ago, or yesterday, I think I checked, I had like 300 downloads, and like every day I'm getting more and more downloads. So I'm just growing more and more. So that's why I am going to upgrade my mic because the I don't want the algorithm to send my channel to a bunch of people who listen to one episode and never listen again because of the video quality is bad or the audio quality. So I'm getting a new mic and then I'll grow more hopefully. All right, so that's that. Today was a good day. I yesterday I a couple days ago I decided that I was going to only go to the gym 3 days a week. And my reasoning behind that was since school is coming up, I want to be able to study in the morning before school. So I'll wake up at 6. My morning routine is done around. Oh wait, no, I'll wake up at 4. My morning routine is done around 6, and then I'll be able to study for like an hour, and then I'll eat. All right, so I'll actually tell you my new routine. So I already told you guys my routine in a previous episode, so I'm not going to go in depth. But pretty much, I wake up and then shower, eat. No. So I wake up, shower, meditate, and then I balance for 10 minutes on a ball. So in my meditation, I do a Wim Hof, and then I meditate for the rest of the 30 minutes. So that's 30-minute chunk. And then I do a breath work meditation for 10 minutes with a straw and vacuuming my stomach. And then after that, I do 10 minutes of balancing on a medicine ball, which I talked about on a previous episode. And then after that, I eat while icing my balls. And then after that, I am done. So then I study for like an hour. And I'm going to cook, while I'm cooking my eggs in the morning, I'm also going to cook 2 cups of white rice. And I'm going to have that white rice cooked, but just not prepare it until after I'm done studying it. So around 7:10, I'll eat that rice and then go to school. And then when I come home from school, I'll cook my lunch, which is 4 ground beef burgers from Costco, the grass-fed ones, which is like 1 1/3 pounds of ground beef. And then sauerkraut. I'll eat the rest of my eggshells. Yeah, I eat the eggshells in the morning too, but I usually eat like 4 or 5 eggshells every day. I cook 8 and I throw the rest away. And when I get home, I'll eat my ground beef with sauerkraut, eggshells, and also chicken breast. 2 chicken breasts. That will be meal 3. And also, by the way, I'm going to add in spinach. I'm going to cook spinach with my eggs. So I'll just combine the eggs and spinach and cook them together. That will give me more fiber because I'm going to be honest, my poops are not that great. So hopefully the spinach will help. And also the rice, hopefully. And then once I get home from school, I'll eat. And by the way, I'm only doing 3 periods. So I'm going to first, second, and third. And then I leave after that. So that's like 10:30. And then I will be home, eat, and then maybe like 30 minutes to an hour after I'm done eating. During that time, I might study or do homework. And by the way, when I say study, I'm not studying school. I never study for school. When I study my books that I want to read. So right now I'm studying Reality Transurfing and Expert Secrets. So I might get another study session after the meal. Depends on how good my focus is after eating that big meal. We'll see. And then if not, I might try and do I don't know what I'll do. But once 30 minutes to an hour after that meal, I will go to the gym. And right now I do push-pull legs and I do pretty much like 7 days a week. But the past couple days, since I'm switching to 3 days a week, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm actually now, and let me tell you why. Because me and my friend met a 30-year-old guy who is jacked. He's a bodybuilder, and he posted a video when he was like 18, and he was like the most jacked bodybuilder, jacked 18-year-old in the world. So he's the real deal, and he still is jacked. And so we like have been talking to him every couple of days, like all summer. So we've had a lot of conversation. And today we were talking about just our lifting routine and all that. And he's the one that told me about balancing on the ball. Well, my friend told me about balancing on the ball, but he told my friend about balancing on the ball. So technically he told me, but with the middleman. Here, I'm just gonna call my friend Franklin and the 30-year-old guy who's my friend as well. I'll call him Alex. And then, so Alex is the one that told me about breath work with the metal straw. That's super good. And then he's also the one that told me about balancing on the ball. So we were talking a lot today. But today he told me a new thing, and it is a neck exercise. So I'm going to be doing that. It's basically like doing the bridge, but you support yourself on the neck. So I'm going to be doing that as well. And he also talked about how we need to be going to the gym after school, and then it kind of clicked where I could actually make it work even better to go after school. So that's what I'm going to do. And then you get more benefits because you get like 3 meals in instead of 1. Plus you'll have all of your water in. There's just lots of benefits to it. And he also said to do legs first after being off. So he said take 2 days rest and then do legs and go crazy hard. And in the beginning you do heavy and low rep, but the second half you do superset high rep. And so I'm going to follow that structure. Like before I was doing push-pull legs basically 7 days a week unless I needed a rest day or something came up. But now I'm going to do rest day, legs, pull, push, because he said back day is also the second most important. So do leg day first, back day second. Or no, leg day first, back day second, and then chest day third. So pretty much legs, pull, push, because the main difference between the male and the female body is the male has like 30% more back muscle, so the back is way more important. So, and I kind of agree. So I'm doing legs, pull, push, and that will help me a lot. And now I'm doing it in the afternoon. I never work out in the afternoons. And it's actually perfect because I'll get 3 meals in and my school is over quick, so I won't get super tired or worn out from school. And that's the reason why I never went after school, is because I always got worn out from school, so I didn't have that much energy to lift, but now I will have a lot more energy. So now my routine is going to look like I'm eating the same amount, but I'm just going to add one more. So I usually eat 2 meals currently, but tomorrow I'm going to be eating 3 meals. So I'm going to eat the same 2 meals, same calories, same everything, but I'm adding 400 calories to my day by adding another meal of just white rice. And I'm just going to experiment with putting things on top of it to make it taste better. My mom said put butter, but we don't have butter, so I'm going to try and put coconut oil, see how that tastes. If not, we'll buy some butter, because we forgot to buy it. I usually buy grass-fed, but I forgot to ask for it. So this week we don't have butter, but it's fine. And that's pretty much. Also, I gotta start putting coconut oil on my armpits again, because I've been smelling bad. yeah, that's pretty much my routine. Go to the gym and then I'll come home and do my nighttime routine. The gym will last like an hour and a half maybe. I'll shower. Maybe I'll shower at home or no, I'll shower there because I like the biking home nice and clean. So if I go there at 1 and then I can get back around like 2:30 to 3, so that will be perfect because then I'll just right away work on my podcast. And then yeah, I'll have to do study before I go to the gym. So I'll go to school, come home, eat, study, do homework, and then I'll try and do my homework at school. That's what I normally do. And then once I'm done studying, I'll go to the gym, come home, do my podcast, and then what will I do then? Come home, do the podcast, and I'll just do my nighttime routine. That'll be around like 5. 5 o'clock is when I start my nighttime routine. Takes about an hour and a half. So, yeah, that's pretty much my new routine. I want to talk about something me and my friend talked about today, and it's transurfing. Let me get a glass of water first. So this is one of the things that I read yesterday in my studies during transurfing. And I will never do this again. And if I catch myself doing this, I will instantly end it. And it's never envy anything. Never feel envy. And I'll explain why. So when you're envying something, the way that emotion works is your brain is basically telling yourself that you don't need it, that you're better off without that thing, and that thing is actually not that great, and it's better that you don't have it. And that your brain basically tells yourself that to comfort you, to give yourself some comfort, to make yourself feel better. And that's your conscious brain tells you that. But your subconscious takes everything literally. So you're basically telling your subconscious that you don't need it and you're better off without it. So your subconscious takes that and makes absolute certain that you don't get that thing. So let's say your friend has a brand new soccer ball and you're envious about it. So your brain is telling you that you don't need it, that you're better off without it, it's not all that great, and they're actually worse off because they have it. That's just how envy works, and your brain is basically just telling you that to make yourself feel comfortable. Because you're uncomfortable with the fact that you want it, but you don't have it. So your brain tells yourself all these things just to give yourself some comfort. And then your subconscious brain listens to all that stuff and it takes all that information literally. And so since your subconscious brain, your heart is your subconscious brain, that is the perfect part of you. So your brain is imperfect. It thinks and it just thinks, but your heart is perfect and it feels and knows. That's its like language. The brain is the language of the man and the heart is the language of like perfection. It's just emotion. It just feels and knows things. And in terms of transurfing, your heart is connected to the alternative space which is basically it's just everything that ever was, is, or will be. So pretty much, if you've ever had, everyone has had this, like an intuition or a feeling. So let's say someone is about to knock on your front door and you have this feeling that something's about to happen. Well, that's because you had like a premonition or an intuition in your heart. And this also is works of art, new discoveries in science. All of these things are because of the heart. And the heart is connected to alternative space. And that is where we get all this new information, all this new knowledge, all this art and stuff. And so your heart takes it literally, so it makes sure that you don't enter into parts of the alternative space where you actually have that soccer ball, because you're better off without it. That's what you told your heart. You basically told your heart that you're better off without it, and it would be worse if you actually got it. So the heart takes it literally and prevents you from ever achieving that ball, like getting that ball. So if you guys are envious of successful people, do not, because if you're envious about them, you will not be successful. So that's why envy is like the worst thing possible. And the paragraph that he explained it in Transurfing, I actually wrote down that entire paragraph word for word. It took up like my entire page, an entire page in my notebook. It was worth it though, because now I can explain it to you guys fairly well. So don't envy anything. And plus, like, you gain no benefit out of being envious. It's purely a negative emotion. So from purely a selfish standpoint, don't envy. Even if you don't believe in the alternative space, all this transurfing stuff, there is no benefit to envy. So purely from a selfish standpoint, don't risk envying something just in case transurfing is true. Just don't risk it. There's no point. So that's one of the big things that I missed the first read through that I wanted to tell you guys about. But another thing that I missed is inner and outer importance. So when I read Transurfing, I read all the stuff. I read it as quick as possible. I was like reading 50 pages a day towards the end. I was just trying to cram everything in, just try and get through it. That was a big mistake because I didn't actually receive most of the knowledge. All of it just slipped by my head because I was just overloading my brain with information. So I'm not making that mistake again. I'm reading less. I'm not reading that much. I'm studying it. But there's another thing that I got through on my second read through, and it's in the balance chapter. And in that chapter, he talks about importance. And so for some context, my first read through, I knew that importance was bad, but I didn't necessarily understand why, and I didn't understand how valuable I didn't understand how important in terms of transurfing it is to drop importance. And let me explain. So in the beginning part of transurfing, it's all like the foundation stuff. And then towards the end, it's like more advanced strategies, like slides and stuff like that. Just more advanced things that you can do, like certain meditations with your slide, like many different things. And so I was focused on the advanced stuff, and I didn't focus on the basics, foundations. And in hindsight, I realized that absolutely nothing matters. Like nothing will work if you don't drop importance. And he said that. He didn't say that exactly, but that's pretty much what I interpreted. Like the entire chapter was dedicated to importance, and he was saying the only obstacle on the path to your goal is the projection of inner and outer importance. The only obstacle. And So you can't you can achieve your goal with importance, but you're wasting way more energy. And like plus it's way more difficult because a bunch of obstacles will show up. And so I kind of passed by on importance and I was working on the advanced stuff on transurfing while still projecting importance. So now I realize that I just have to drop importance and release it all, and then I'll be able to achieve my goals very easily. I just have to put one step forward. And so with all of that information that I learned literally over just the past week of studying, I'm excited because when I was reading it the first time through and I was reading about intention, inner and outer intention, I misinterpreted it because I thought that inner intention was bad and outer intention was good, but I didn't really know how to get either of them. And so I'm excited to reread that part in the next following days once I'm done with the alternatives flow. So maybe like in 2 or 3 days, it depends on how much I get done in the mornings. But I'm excited to read about intention because I know that I misinterpreted it and I know there's gold in those written on those pages. So I'm excited to let you guys know about it and teach you guys some of the stuff that I learned. So today I emailed my counselor to follow up on dropping all my classes because she never responded. So I emailed her and told her that I was going to come in person tomorrow. So I'm going to go in person tomorrow and drop all my classes and get a printed version of my schedule because I have no idea where my classes are right now because the first time I went into the counselor, we dropped a bunch of classes and rearranged stuff. So my schedule is not the same as it was when I got my first page. So even if I went to school on Tuesday, today's Sunday by the way, in 2 days on the first day of school, I would have no idea where to go on my first period. So I have to go to my counselor anyways and get my schedule. And I'm really looking forward to this school year because school will add some more structure to my day, which means that I'll be eating lunch at pretty much the same time every day. So then I can go to the gym at the same time every day, and my afternoons will just be more structured, which is good because my mornings are structured until like 9 o'clock, and then after 9 o'clock, it's different until like 4 o'clock, and then at 4 o'clock, it's the same. So from 4 a.m. to 9 o'clock to 9 a.m., the first 5 hours of the day is all structured. I do the same thing. But then from 9 to 4, the middle 7 hours is different every day. And then from 4 to 6:30, the last 2.5 hours is the same every day. So school will add some more structure and allow me to pretty much do the same thing every day. Which that's where the true growth happens, by doing the same thing every single day. When you are doing the right things like studying and meditation. I'm gonna get some more water. So there's one thing that I realized a couple days ago, maybe a week or two ago, and it's that I always check email, and that always distracts me, and that's just a waste of attention and focus. So today I actually deleted the email bookmark from my computer, so now I have to be more intentional about checking email, and that will help me be more focused. Because today I was talking to my friend, and it turns out we both do it. We both, first thing we get on the computer, we check our email, and it's literally just a bunch of chunk that we don't need to see at the moment, just like newsletters. And it's just basically us distracting ourselves from the real work. So what I did was delete the email, and now I have to manually search for my email account in order to check it. No, but I'm really excited because it seems like a lot of stars are aligning. Because when I first was getting into entrepreneurship, I wasn't really, I realized that I couldn't make money until I was 18. And so I just kind of tried to build my business and build a foundation. So then when I'm ready to make money, I'll be able to have like a email list to send emails to. But I stopped doing that. I didn't really focus on that. And instead I just focused on learning more and more. And I was actually making my podcast, but I wasn't really making it for my business. In the beginning, I was making it for the business, but then it turned into me just wanting to document my journey. Positive feedback loop formed. And then now I'm realizing that I'm actually starting to build an audience. So once here, I'll actually look up. No, I'm actually not going to look it up because I told you guys yesterday that I wasn't going to check my email, or I wasn't going to go on my computer or I wasn't going to go on my computer at all during the podcast. So I'm not going to check. You guys can do the math. It's 4 days and 1 month. So today's the August 13th. My birthday's on September 17th. And so 4 days and 1 month until my birthday. And then I'll be able to like process payments, like create a company bank account. And 4 days and 1 month is like maybe 35 days, maybe 34 days, around there. 33 to 35 days maybe. And that is when I was first starting, it was like 60 days until my birthday. So I had like 60 days to prepare. But now it's just 34 days and I haven't done anything to prepare. I've just been learning more and more. But I feel as though all the stars are aligning to where I will be prepared. Because this 34, this is episode 25, I think. So I'll have posted 59 episodes. So basically 60 episodes I'll have posted. So I will definitely have a decent audience at that time. So I'm really looking forward to that. Man, 60 episodes. On my 60th episode, or my 59th episode, it'll be my birthday. 25, yeah, around there. But it won't actually be my birthday until maybe episode like 64 or 65 releases. Because I schedule like 5 days in advance. That's just how I do it because in the beginning, I wanted to build up like 5 days backup just in case I missed a day. But I haven't actually missed a single day since I started like 39 days ago. Because I've recorded 14 videos or 14 episodes that I never posted, but I haven't missed a single day in over like 39 days. So I guess I don't really need the 5 days backup, but I like having it because it's a cool feeling to have, knowing that I have 5 days until you guys see it. So then in 5 days, I'll have grown even more. So then by the time you hear it, I'll have even more growth. It's just a whole thing. Because you don't really grow that much in one day, but you grow a lot in like 7 days. And you grow so much in a month. And then so much, way more in a year. Like it's actually crazy how much you grow in a year. Like 1 year ago today, I was still on like TikTok, I think. No, not TikTok. I was still watching YouTube and I was still playing video games. But it's crazy how much you grow in like 2 years. 2 years ago, I was definitely on TikTok, I think. Yeah, I'm excited for the future. I'm gonna be a good surfer. And I'm excited because it's like I've been working towards this stuff. I didn't actually know that I was gonna go surfing until a couple weeks ago. I actually talked about it in my first podcast about surfing, and you know, you know how people write New Year's resolutions in last year, like last New Year's, so like 8 months ago. This I wrote. I didn't write any New Year's resolutions, but I wanted to like track my stats or track my progress. So I wrote on the back of one of my notebooks all of my current stats. So like my bench press, my like all my gym stats, and then I also wrote how much I weighed, uh, a lot of different things that I'm not really thinking about right now. My diet, I wrote down like just a lot of different things. And one of the things I wrote down was my income, and I wrote zero. And I was just like, maybe it will go up to like 100 or something like that. Maybe I'll make a little bit more money. But I wasn't really expecting anything. But I actually think that, I mean, 1 month ago, I started focusing on entrepreneurship, and I have 4 months until next year. So pretty much 4 months of me only focusing on entrepreneurship. If I've made this much progress in 1 month, yeah, have I will definitely have a better change. I'll have an increase in my income for sure in 4 months because I'll also be graduated in 4 months. I graduate in 4 months. That's awesome. So then even if I don't get anything, I'll have an entire semester to just focus 100% on business that I would have had to focus on school. So I'll have an entire semester after that, focus all on business. It'll just be like summer break for me, except during the school year. It'll be a very long summer break, like 6 months. And so I basically have like a whole year. I mean, I have more than that, but I'm extremely confident in my abilities to be able to become financially free and financially independent in the near future within a year. I mean, honestly, I'm looking for within like 4 months by the time I graduate, but I know expectations don't always come true. I mean, if you just look at the order of events, I started on like maybe a month and a half ago is when I first started looking into entrepreneurship seriously. And that's when I first started learning about it and studying it. Like, seriously studying it. Like, I was reading The Millionaire Fastlane, but I wasn't actually focusing on entrepreneurship. I was reading a bunch of other books. And so it's really only been like a month of me only focusing 100% on entrepreneurship. And and I've already made so much progress. My comfort zone is way further, and I know how to expand my comfort zone very easily. Yeah, there's no way I can fail. And it's funny because never mind. I'm just gonna say it. Never mind. I can't do that. All right. Oh, so there's this book. So I got an email from Russell Brunson. I'm not sure if I talked about this yesterday. May or may not have. I'm not sure. But yesterday I got an email from Russell Brunson. He just sent it to his whole list because I got an email on my other email account that I am signed up to on his list as well. So he sent an email to his whole thing talking about the 3 secrets books, like .com secrets, expert secrets, and traffic secrets, and how there was one thing that he left out, and it was just like a very good marketing, like the video was very well made. And then I bought the book, and the upsell was Funnel Hacking Live. So since I'm going to Funnel Hacking Live, and I bought the book, I predict that that book is going to be, like, the content of that book is going to be talked about at Funnel Hacking Live. So I bought the book, and I'm definitely going to be reading that book once I'm done with Expert Secrets, and then once I'm done reading through .com Secrets again. And I'm going to read that book and figure out all of its secrets, because if he is trying to sell that book, because he sent like 2 emails within 2 days to sell that book. So he's serious about it. And the upsell is Funnel Hacking Live. So I feel like that would prepare me a lot for Funnel Hacking Live. And even I'll learn the secrets so I can apply it to my life and business and other people's businesses. And that book is called The Linchpin. And it's only being sold on his funnel. So I'm not sure if he's going to publish it, but it's being sold on his funnel. It's like $7. It's a free plus shipping funnel, and it's just him trying to funnel people into buying the Funnel Hacking Live tickets. But I'm definitely going to read that book, and I'll let you guys know if it's good or not. I hope that it's structured in the same way a normal book is, because when I bought the 30 Days book, it also in that package came with a Funnel Hacker's cookbook, which I don't see myself really using, and I don't really like the structure of it. It's like a spiral notebook kind of feel. I don't really like that. I hope that the Linchpin is a normal book, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to read it anyways. So over the past couple of weeks, I haven't really been focusing on lifting. I've just been going to the gym every day and then lifting, but not really thinking about lifting or anything like that. But now that I'm changing my routine to what I talked about earlier, where I'm going to the gym after school in the afternoon around 1, I'm really excited to try it out. Tomorrow's going to be my first test run of the new routine. And I'm excited to go to the gym at 1. That'll give me so much time in the morning to study. Yeah, I'm gonna start drinking a lot more water. Currently, I'm drinking a lot of water. Like, my pee is always clear. But I'm gonna start drinking more water and putting a lot more salt in my foods. So currently, I'm not adding salt to my burgers. Like, I eat 4 ground beef burgers every day, but I never add salt because it's just inconvenient. So I'm gonna start adding salt now. I'm gonna add salt to my rice. I'm gonna add salt. I already add salt to my eggs. I'm gonna add more salt to my eggs and my chicken. Just gonna eat a lot more salt. In my first glass of water every day, I always put a bunch of salt. I'm gonna add more. More. Because that will be able to allow me to drink more water probably. And then I'll be better prepared for the gym. Speaking of water, I'm gonna get some more water right now because I'm thirsty. So I always was decently well hydrated, but it wasn't until I bought a metal water bottle where it kept the water cold. It wasn't until I bought that until I was actually like very well hydrated all the time. Because I would just keep filling it up throughout the day and just constantly drink out of it all the time. I just carry it with me all the time. When I'm studying, I have it near me. When I'm podcasting, I have it near me. And you guys always hear me open it, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I never listen to these podcasts. But that's like, that's, you guys definitely should get it. I recommend getting 100% metal, like 100% aluminum, because plastic is bad for you and you don't want that touching your water. So I recommend a water bottle called Super Sparrow, and you can get it on Amazon. And I have the black coated one, but if I was getting a brand new one, I would buy the no color. I would buy the aluminum one, just no color, because the black one might have chemicals on it, and the aluminum one is just cooler looking, anyways. So that's what I would recommend you guys do. Get that water bottle. So I'm probably gonna buy another. So right now I use a small, like handheld travel size notebook for my business, and I use it to write notes down while I'm podcasting. And I'm gonna buy another one soon for my business because this one's almost through. It'll be like the first notebook that I actually get through. But I'm also going to buy a second one as well for school because it'll help me write down notes for school because I've been writing down notes just throughout the day on my notebook just about life, and I feel like it'll be a lot more useful during school to write down my like information that I learn, important stuff, and like homework and stuff. So that'll help me. But also going into the school year, I'm gonna get straight A's because I only have 2 classes and gym, but I'll get straight A's, but I'm not gonna focus on school at all. I'm gonna be an excellent model student, but I'm not gonna focus on school at all. I'm just gonna go to school, focus 100% on school while I'm there for 2 periods, and never think about it outside of school. But I'll be the best student. Like it's actually, that's my plan. That's kind of what I did last semester. And last semester I wasn't even meditating, and now I'm meditating, so my focus is a lot higher, and I'll be able to sit down and do stuff. And I just am a lot better off. So I'm gonna get straight A's, and yeah. So if you guys are getting into business and trying to learn about entrepreneurship, the couple of books that I would recommend reading is number one, Unscripted by MJ DeMarco. Number two, Deep Work. I never read Deep Work, but my friend did, and I also heard about it all over the place. And I wish that I read it. I'm probably not gonna read it anytime soon if I do read it. but that's what I recommend reading. And then I also recommend after that I would read .com Secrets by Russell Brunson. And then after that I would read Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. And then after that, Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. And if you haven't read Reality Transurfing, I would read that first. I'd read Millionaire Fastlane first, but then Reality Transurfing. And then do Deep Work, and then .com, then Expert, then Traffic. Reality Transurfing is huge. It's not a business book, but it's a life book. And it's just important for life and for business. All these claims that I've made are going to come true because I'm following the principles of Reality Transurfing. Now, let me be 100% honest. Currently, I'm not following the principles of transurfing. I am trying my best, and that's all that really matters. You focus on it, and then because I'm just breaking bad habits, breaking old habits, and that's how it is. When you first read it, you're not going to change overnight. It just takes time to change to be able to adopt the habits and turn them into new positive habits. And that's basically what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm studying it, so I can change my subconscious to make better decisions. And I'm practicing in real life positive habits from Reality Transurfing. And me following those will allow me to achieve my goals. Like it's actually gonna get crazy. I'm gonna skyrocket. I'm calling it right now. My growth is gonna skyrocket very soon. Maybe in a week, maybe in a month, maybe in a year. I don't know. But I just know that soon my income, my life, and everything is gonna skyrocket. There's just gonna be a moment where I click. And there'll be multiple moments where I click, and currently I'm having plenty of those. Like episode 14 was one of my first moments where I clicked, and then episode 21 was the second moment where I clicked. So those were 6, 7 episodes apart. So who knows, maybe episode 28 I will have another click. I don't know. No way to know. And having an expectation will probably make it worse, and create balancing forces or create excess potential, so that's bad. But what I'm saying is the more and more clicks that I get, the more and more times I have clicks, moments where I click and just things make sense and things shift in me, closer I get. And right now, I mean, I'm already guaranteed to go to Funnel Hacking Live because even though I don't have the funds right now, I'm just gonna be able to get there. There's no worry. And then going to Hawaii, moving to Hawaii and buying the house for like $400K right next to the beach, and then just surfing. That will come after that. I'm trying to set it up. I'm trying to do it like Christmas break. That'd be perfect. Like once I graduate, I'll do that, but we'll see. We'll see. And really, all these things I'm hearing, once you get one funnel that works, you're already through. Like you're one funnel away. That's what Russell Brunson says. You're just one funnel away. I actually just looked at his cookbook, which is on my desk, and it's literally on the top of the page. It says you're just one funnel away. And that's true. That's why I'm studying so much of his work, because I know that once I get one funnel, I'm through. And the smarter I am at his work, the smarter I am at funnels and marketing and all this stuff, the sooner the one funnel will happen. So I just need one funnel. I'm one funnel away. My phrase is you're one funnel away from Hawaii. That's awesome. One funnel away from Hawaii. I'm moving to Hawaii, baby. Now, I haven't told my parents, but I will. And I haven't told them about the going to Florida either. but I will once I get the funds. I'm just waiting until I get my first sale, my first funnel that I sell to a business, and then I'll tell them and I'll buy the tickets. Well, we already bought the tickets to Funnel Hacking Live. Spent $2,000, but we'll buy the plane tickets. And honestly, there's no rush. I got like 40 days until Funnel Hacking Live. I'm just let outer intention work. Let the world do its work. The world will take care of it. I just got to keep moving 1 foot forward. Put 1 foot in front of the other. That's what he says in transurfing. Put 1 foot in front of the other. Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to the future because right now I feel like the only thing holding me back in my podcasting, well, there's two things. One, I'm still not that great of a podcaster, but that just comes with practice. So that's just coming passively. I'll passively get better. And two, second thing is my microphone quality. So that will instantly fix. Hopefully tomorrow it comes, and if not, on the next day. So yeah, those are like the only two things holding me back from becoming a great podcaster. Because I already got the consistency thing on lock. I'm not gonna just give up suddenly. I've already had 2 days where I wanted to skip that day and do it the next day. And I already talked about it on the podcast. And I just kept going through. So it's just going to get easier from here. And if it doesn't, then I'll still push through because it's not that hard. Tomorrow I'm already in the top 1% of podcasters, which is very inspiring because if you guys are looking to become a podcaster and you think the market's saturated, well, it only takes 21 episodes to get past 99% of the competition, which is crazy. That's absolutely insane to think about. 21 episodes and you're past 99% of the competition. If you post daily, that's just 21 days. And honestly, if I was starting out, I mean, this is what I did. If I were you, I would post daily and then progressive overload until you get to like 1 hour episodes. So like start at like a 2-minute episode. That like my first episode was like 3 minutes, the trailer, and then just get longer and longer and longer until you get to an hour. And then once you get to an hour, just focus all of the rest of your podcast to be an hour long. And then once the timer hits 1 hour, then just start to wrap it up from there. Maybe it'll go like 10 minutes longer. Maybe it'll go 10 seconds longer. It doesn't really matter. Like right now, my thoughts are starting to go to an end. And I actually have a timer, a digital timer that I use, a stopwatch. Buy it on Amazon for like $7. Search like timer. And then it's like a blue and a green square timer. But now that my thoughts are coming to an end, I see that there's like 58 minutes and 50 seconds around left. So unless something new pops up and I start getting into the flow again, I'm just like gonna stall out until 1 more minute passes, and then around like 55 seconds I'll say my outro. It's really that simple. You just have to record every single day, and it doesn't have to be perfect in the beginning. My beginning episodes were not perfect at all, and I'm sure that this episode is not perfect at all. And like comparing to in 60 episodes, so in like 60 days, I'm sure this episode will seem terrible, and that's just how it works. I mean, my best episodes is 14 and 21, and I'm sure in like 10 episodes I'll create another one that's even better than those, and those ones will seem terrible compared to that one. Well, one, because those ones have terrible audio quality, but two, the next one will have a better microphone. And even about getting a software, because over time, I didn't actually get a software until I hit like episode 15 when I got my first hour-long episode. And it's because on my voice recorder, yeah, I literally use a voice recorder. On my voice recorder, it probably happened like 25 seconds ago. You notice that it like cuts off and then it starts recording again, but it's like a new file. So I had to get a software to like combine those, and I use Podcastle AI. And I just bought like the yearly plan on accident. I meant to buy the monthly plan, but I forgot. I was rushing into the purchase, and the yearly plan was just the first thing that it was the default, and I just bought it. I was gonna buy the monthly, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. To wrap things up, don't forget to download your favorite episodes and subscribe to the Ascend Momentum Show. But before you guys leave, make sure to remember the Eagles.